Guess who now technically has a microphone through their headphones? Me. I have now upgraded. I'm a professional YouTuber, quality internet person, you know. And in true internet fashion, I today will be sharing my unasked for thoughts and opinions. Let's get into it. Well, what are we going to be, talking about today? Great, thanks for asking. So you know how Date Everything came out? The fun little game where you can date everything, like a door or a table, inanimate objects? Well, in my continual attempts to be not like the other girls, today I thought it would also be fun to, give my thoughts and opinions on how attracted I am to non human things. Specifically, today, instead of, a table, I will be doing smash or pass with physics concepts. Um, in an attempt to keep this short, let's just get into it because there's really not much else to say. Okay, I finally have the camera in a place where it won't fall out of the tree, so my hands are free to use my journal, which I wrote down some physics concepts and topics from my notes, and we're just gonna go through them. I tried not to come up with a smash or pass before. I tried to just write down concepts so that way you could get my live reaction to what I think they deserve. Speaking of which, let's just get into it. Okay, number one, we have displacement. Your basic physics concept. I feel like this is the most basic one. My answer is gonna have to be no. Okay, it's gonna be pass. And here's why. It's boring. Like, there are 7 billion people on this planet. If I wanted mediocre, I could go for any one of them. There's nothing about it that makes it worth it to me. It's boring, it has nothing to offer. So for displacement, that's gonna be a pass. Okay, next up, velocity. This one, I'm really on the fence with this one. This one, I feel like it's better than displacement. It has complexity to it. There's character development. But at the same time, it's also just velocity. Like, it's still nothing special. It's nothing great. There's nothing that stands out. But it's not like boring like displacement. Like, it at least has something. I'm gonna have to give it the smash. I think velocity deserves a smash. There's not much else to my reasoning besides purely vibes. This is just vibes if you were not aware. This is my opinion. This is vibes based. If you disagree, you can comment, give me that engagement. Next, we have acceleration. So, no. I don't know how to explain it. No. No, I really don't. It's just not my type. Like, out of everything that exists in physics, acceleration is just not my type. For other people, it may do it, and I think that other people might really like it. But acceleration, in my opinion, is just trying to do everything. Anything moving in a circle, there's acceleration. If you're speeding up, but also if you're slowing down, there's acceleration. If you're changing direction, there's acceleration. So I feel like it's doing too much. And for me, because of that, I'm going to give it the pass. It does not get the smash. Okay, next. We have force. So force is equal to mass times acceleration. And force is everywhere. But unlike acceleration, I feel like it's not trying to overdo it. Like with acceleration, I feel like acceleration is like, oh, but actually, if you're changing direction, I'm also there. Like, I feel like acceleration is trying to be a little bit pick me. It's trying too hard. Force is just there. It's already there. It doesn't have to try. It doesn't have to try to convince anybody. I'll put it in a smash, but it's like a respectful smash. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go crazy, but it's like respectfully. You deserve this. You earned this. Okay, next up, I have Newton's 3 laws. So the first one is inertia. I feel like for some people, inertia really does it for them. But for me, I don't think it does. I think inertia's cool, but I personally don't think it deserves the smash category. I think it's cool, but it's more like I want to be friends with inertia. I don't want to smash inertia. I want to be friends. So you get a pass inertia, but I still want to be friends. We can talk. We can grab some drinks, grab lunch sometime, and hey, hang out. But I don't want to smash. Okay, second law of motion. Force is equal to mass times acceleration. I'm going to say pass. With force, it's just force. But when you have the force equals mass times acceleration, the acceleration just ruins it for me. I really don't like acceleration. I don't know what it is. It's just trying too hard. And then when you put it into with the mass to get force, I don't like it. I'm going to have to say pass. But like a respectful pass. Like, I don't think you deserve what acceleration did to you. And our final one for kinematics. Force pairs. So this is what I believe they call tag team. Getting Eiffel Towered? The answer is yes. If force was a respectful smash, this is a disrespectful smash. Because it's pairs. Like, you're telling me I could have two, not just one? I could have two? Force pairs definitely goes into the smash category. Moving on, next we have electricity and magnetism. Okay, so moving on to electricity and magnetism. Number one, we have resistance. Measured in ohms. I feel like ohms is the best unit, in my opinion. Just like ohms. I mean, come on. That's a name that you own. I really should not have been given the First Amendment right. I feel like ohms is really giving resistance points. And I think maybe just for that. Like, resistance is cool. It's pretty basic. It's just resistance. But I feel like the unit really does it for me. Resistance is going to get a smash. Just for me. Just because I like the unit. Next up, we have voltage. Here's the thing. Voltage is cool in the sense that, yeah, he's kind of cool a little bit, but he is immature. And that's all I have to say. I don't think I can get behind that. I think he's immature. I think he's, childish. I think he'd do stupid stuff. And it would end up being really annoying. So I think just for that, I'm going to have to give voltage the pass. Next up, we have current. In my opinion, I see current as voltage that then grew up. Voltage got a job, started paying taxes, stopped trying to be the cool kid, the funny kid. And because I think voltage grew out of it and then became current, I think I'm going to give current the smash. Also, amperes. That's a pretty good unit. Altogether, I think we give current the smash. The last one for electromagnetism. Straight up magnetism. Can we math this out? Just a little bit of math. It's a physics video. We have to have math. Resistance and current, I gave the smash. Voltage, I gave the pass. That's 2/3 smash. I feel like for magnetism, we gotta give it the smash. Also, I think magnetism, it's a little basic, but it's not basic in like the way displacement is basic. I think magnetism gets the smash, and that's my rankings for electromagnetism. Moving on. Okay, so next, wait, I forgot to open my thing. Okay, next up. So next we have energy and work. To be honest, I just wrote energy. So first we have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is giving me a little bit of voltage vibes, but different. Same, but different. I think they're both immature. What makes them different, though, is I think kinetic energy has a few more personality traits. I feel like he's got a little bit more to him, and that is something that I admire. I do like a well-rounded person. But once again, it's just that immaturity. It's really getting to me, and for that, I think we have to give kinetic energy the pass. I don't think he can get it just because I think he needs to grow up a little. Pull a voltage to current scenario. Next up, potential energy. So potential energy is definitely stable. I feel like there's a stable job, there's money. I feel like they wouldn't cheat, but they'd be a little bit basic, maybe a little bit dumb as well. For the money, for the nice stable job, maybe a house, never cheats. That's a great thing. I mean, would it be a little bit boring? Yes. But I don't think I'm saying I need to get married to them. I think we're just playing smash or pass. And for that, I'm going to give them a smash. Moving on. Mechanical energy. Smash. That is the perfect smash. And we don't talk about that enough. I understand that people are like, oh, you should have good standards. And it's like, you know what your standards should be? Mechanical energy. We're talking about both potential and kinetic energy put together. I'm sorry, that's That's the perfect combo. You have, the fun, spontaneous energy of the kinetic energy, and then you have the stability of the potential energy. Like, they have a nice stable job, they own a house, they're not going to cheat on you, but at the same time, they won't hesitate to, they'll go on a trip with you. They'll take you on a nice little vacation. They'll have fun, they'll crack jokes. That's perfection. Mechanical energy is, I think, what we all need in our lives, which thankfully it does exist in all of our lives because it's physics. And for that, that gets smash. That's a smash. That's a smash without a single hesitation. So yeah, we're gonna move on. That was all I needed. Potential and kinetic, they're great, but if you can get them together in mechanical, then it's perfection. So yeah, we're gonna move on before I kind of go feral for mechanical energy. Okay, so because I don't feel like splitting it up anymore, I'm gonna include one that technically doesn't fit in with the rest of them in this category, and you're just gonna accept it because this isn't your video, this is mine. So, number one, entropy. I don't know. This one's kind of on the fence. This one's really complicated for me. I feel like there's a lot of ways that I could go with this, but for me, I think just purely based on vibes. That's really what we're going on here. I'm gonna give it a smash. I don't have an explanation for it. I really don't. I don't know what's making me say that. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I just feel like a smash. Like, it's not like a, oh my goodness, yes, smash, but it's like a, yeah, sure. Next up, what do I have? Oh, yeah. Okay, transverse waves. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to transverse waves. It's, not like crazy, it's not anything amazing, but it is nice. It's good, and for that, I'll give it a smash. Next up, though, we have longitudinal waves. This one's no. This one's a no. This is a pass. This is pick me girl behavior, and I don't know how to explain it. Longitudinal waves just give me like pick me girl. Like, oh, look at me. I travel I travel parallel to the wave, and I'm like, shut up. You're trying too hard. It's not working. So I'm gonna give longitudinal waves a pass. They're not it for me. It's a little pick me. So next is that tree branch. Next is electromagnetic waves. This one's also a little complicated. I feel like this one's giving me entropy, but I like this one more. Like, it's same energy as entropy where it's going purely based off of vibes. It's pure vibes, and I really like it. We're gonna give electromagnetic waves the smash. Yeah, I know. No one's surprised. There was no thoughts going into this. No one was expecting any of this. The final one of the night. The Doppler effect. When I tell you, if I catch any of you even thinking about the Doppler effect at night, I am going to rip your body limb from limb. Okay? Because that is mine. The Doppler effect is mine. That is the most disrespectful, horrific smash because the Doppler effect, in my opinion, is one of the best things to exist. I just love it. It's pure vibes. I just love it so much. I would give it everything if I could. It's mine. None of you can have it. If I put every other smash on a tier list, this one would be a smash above. I will take it out to dinner. I'll pay. You don't have to worry about a thing. I'll get the job. I'll get two. I'll get the house. Support for the kids. I'll cook, I'll clean. Doppler effect. Just let me be near you. I'm a bit desperate for the Doppler effect, if you can't tell. This was kind of an excuse for me to just say I love the Doppler effect. Yeah. But, you know what? Hey, you got something funny out of it, maybe. And that's all I have. So, I don't know. If anyone's watching this, you can put your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. If you thought it was funny or you agree, you can like. If you would like to see maybe if I continue this YouTube thing and start making more videos consistently, or if you would like to go back on my channel and look at other videos, you can subscribe, get notifications on. Yeah, so considering the topic of this video, it's quite clear I probably am not mentally sane. Maybe send help. Or don't. I have nothing else, so you can just go and enjoy life. Or don't.